Oh, I know y'all about to hate me for this one. I'm the librarian, and I came to read. Before we start talking about thing one and thing two, sis, I want to make sure that y'all are going to fortheculturepodcast.com. We have a new episode up on there, as you already know, entitled Make This Make Sense, okay, in homage to Miss Monique. So go ahead on over. We talk about a lot of stuff. As I said previous times, I want to make sure that you guys know, just because I'm giving y'all these, 12, 13, 15-minute videos, doesn't mean that you have to miss out on the rest of the content, okay? On For the Culture Podcast, we talk about shit for an hour and a half, 2 hours long. So go over there, get your fucking life, and also sign up for Patreon, patreon.com/AdrianExpression, where you can get the best content first. Let's get into it. Why is it that when the most oppressed, when the heavily oppressed, make it a point to describe their lives and make it a point to tell you about their struggles so that they won't continue to be ignored in this society? Why is it that when they raise their voices, why is it that those who may wield a little bit more privilege have to tell people, in a sense, get over it? Whenever we bring up issues that are specific to the black experience, whenever we bring up issues of discrimination or how we're treated in society, there are some white people who try and go up there and dismantle the whole thing by saying dumb shit like, well, girl, all lives matter. Yes, sis, we know all lives matter, sis. We know that. But at this moment in time, we're focusing on the negative effects that black people encounter every goddamn day. So when we have these talks with each other and we act like light-skinned privilege does not exist, we act like boys don't literally go out of their way to make fun of dark-skinned women. We're over here acting like dark-skinned kids don't look at the TV, don't look at media, and have to wonder if they belong here. You know what I mean? It's like walking blissfully in ignorance. Stop acting like we don't see the shit. Stop. This all lives matter built ass argument. I mean, we already know that having brown skin is going to be difficult in this society. What do you think it's going to be for people who have brown as fuck skin? Like, girl, let's keep it real. Miss Cardi B and Miss Hennessy, sis, it makes sense that y'all are named after alcoholic ass drinks, because it seems like y'all walk around here tipsy, okay? Grammar all fucked up, logic just all over the place, not making any sense. It's just very haphazard. Okay, so what I wanted to do is take this time, okay, you can call me Professor Adrian, Professor Librarian, sis, okay, because I'm gonna take this time and give you all, and there are a lot of people who need it as well, give you all the education that you need on colorism, because it seems like it ruffled a bit of feathers and a lot of bird-built bitches are walking around here falling out of nests. None of the shit that they're saying is making any type of sense, so they're just gonna have to use their wings and take flight. Move far away from me with this damaged ass logic, and I'm not talking about Danity Kane. Now, what would have saved Hennessy and the people who are supporting her idiotic comments would have been a simple Google search. Now, I did a Google search, and this is a definition of colorism that I came up with. Colorism is prejudice or discrimination against individuals with a dark skin tone, typically among people of the same ethnic or racial group. If we're talking about the destructive, permanent, generational effects of colorism, dark-skinned people are the ones who feel that, because it has been borrowed from white supremacy, but it is a social construct that we have allowed to flourish in many non-white societies, okay? If you go to India, for example, and you look at the media, you'll see which skin tone is exalted, you see which skin tone is not. If you go to many countries in the Caribbean, and my family is from Jamaica, you go to many countries in the Caribbean, and many countries in Africa as well, you will see that this whole skin bleaching thing, this billion-dollar industry, you know what I mean? So let's stop acting like what Amara La Negra said was just completely out of left field and false, okay? I mean, there were light skins only parties and shit, for crying out loud. Like, girl, stop acting like this shit is just an issue that came out of nowhere, and stop acting like dark-skinned people are exaggerating what's going on. Now, I want to make the distinction that light-skinned people, yes, of course you can experience racism, you can experience struggles. If we're going to, let's use a metaphor, let's use an example. Like me, for example, I cannot experience transphobia. I cannot experience all of the negative effects of transphobia because I'm not a trans man, I'm not a trans woman. Yes, I am gay, yes, I am a part of the LGBT community, but that specific definition, that specific struggle, I can't relate to that shit completely. I won't know what it is like because I'm not a trans person, okay? So people who are experiencing the negative effects of colorism are dark-skinned people, simply based on the definition of colorism. It is the same thing when you look at white and black people, and y'all love to say that black people can't be racist based on the power structure of white supremacy, and that is accurate. But with that being said, that also applies to colorism. Light-skinned people can't experience the negative effects of colorism because they are what the definition was based off of. They are on the top of the social totem pole when it comes to colorism. So when I see a bunch of people get up on here talking about, well, girl, y'all like to act like the struggles of light-skinned people don't exist, I'm mad. again, we didn't say that. Just because darker skinned people may be jealous of your light skinned ass and they ridicule you, yes, that is a struggle, but if we're talking about social power, if we're talking about power structures, girl, darker skinned people are not on the same playing field as lighter skinned people, and that's just it. And I don't understand why, instead of looking at the issues that the oppressed bring up, the more privileged always have to come and try and put a rebuttal out to struggle. Girl, nobody's blaming you, sis. We're just noticing the power systems and the structures that have been set up in this country, girl. No one is telling your ass that you didn't work hard for what you have, but a lot of you guys are confusing, oh, all you dark-skinned people are jealous of me with colorism. And the fact that dark-skinned people are walking around here jealous of you and walking around here bleaching their skin is just proof of how intense colorism is. It's proof that there's a certain privilege that comes with being lighter skinned. It is proof. It is very ironic that in response to dark-skinned people saying that they don't have a lot of power, they don't have a lot of shit in the society, a lot of light-skinned people said that they struggle because dark-skinned people are jealous of them. And it's like, yes, because they don't have what you have, the power, privilege in their society. Yes, you're proving yet again that colorism is a real deal thing that affects a lot of people in this fucking society. So girl, let's just call a spade a spade. The easier we get to the point, the faster we can get ourselves out of this bullshit. Let's come together, girl. Let's stop acting like these systems don't exist. Like, yes, I am a black person, but I am still privileged in a sense because I am male, and this society puts women through bullshit. So I have to learn that I am privileged, accept that I am privileged in some aspects, and operate accordingly and behave like I have some sense. And what I mean by that is there would have been many points that I missed. There would have been many key issues that I would not have discussed if my ass was talking all the time and I didn't take my black male ass and sit my ass down for a second and listen to what women are saying. I would have missed a lot of points. I would have been tone deaf as hell. And now I'm not saying that I'm perfect, because I'm sure that I have certain biases that could be improved. But what I'm saying is I would have been in an even worse state of mind if I was just talking over the woman, the trans people, you know what I mean? The Asian people, the Hispanic people that are talking, that are describing their struggles. And just because I can't relate to, or, you know, just because I do experience racism, just because I do experience homophobia, does not mean that I have to go out here saying, well, girl, that's not how it is according to my life, girl. You're just sitting over here complaining, girl. Do better, do better. And it's just like, I didn't understand why Hennessy was over here trying to discredit Amara instead of looking around her. All she had to do was look around. Even in majority black countries, even in majority black or majority minority countries, sis, a lot of times they do exalt the lighter skin. So why are we acting blind? Why are we using the same arguments that white people use against black people? Like, girl, well, you know, I'm a white woman, so girl, you know, y'all race shit is cute, but bitch, you need to, you know, it's hard out here being white.
I said bitch where? Bitch where? Bitch where? Bitch where? Where?
Like, girl, yes, as a white woman, you do experience some type of fucked up shit because you're a woman in this society, but don't forget that you are also white. So this intersectionality, I think a lot of people don't understand how that affects whole groups of people. I mean, a lot of people are missing the point. Amara was not saying that Cardi B was over here, you know, lazy as hell. The only reason she got on was because she's like lighter skin. No, but if we're looking, even Remy Ma, she got a new manager, Vince Ass, I think it was, and y'all, you know, y'all want her dolled up, and y'all got the brightness turned all the way up in her pictures. Y'all sit up here and call dark-skinned women roaches all goddamn day. Why y'all acting like what Amara said is not true? Amara did not say that Cardi B don't deserve the success that she had, but she's saying success, if we roll in a dice, the probability that's gonna land on my dark-skinned ass, when that's not how the power structure of society is set up, sis, is just a little bit less likely. And when we start to admit that shit is happening, that's when we can start to fix the fucking problem. Hopefully I didn't sound too preachy in this video, but I just wanted to get all of my thoughts out and make sure that people understand that people aren't trying to discredit you and your work if you are a light-skinned person. But Amara was just trying to say that there are certain things that she does experience that other people don't, that can be seen as blockades in her, not only in her career, but also in her life. And that's all she was saying. So hopefully we get the picture, hopefully we get the point, and we can improve how we think. Because the only people we're fucking over doing this dumb colorist shit is ourselves. Have a good goddamn evening.